Hello, very good morning, racing folks. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the Bangalore Maharaja Cup Day for 9th July 2023. Folks, the going is the main concern. Ideally, if you don't have to bet today, yesterday also I put the same thing. Today also my honest suggestion is unless you are a compulsive gambler, then maybe take a day off with the family. If you have to bet, bet half bet or a quarter bet. See, we go by the form, surface form or paddock fitness. Surface form is because of the good going and the fast track. And all of a sudden now there is a wet track, slow track, and rains hampering. So that whole thing goes haywire. So it's not your fault, my fault, or your whoever you are following's fault. It's just that if the horse don't like it, he don't like it. Period. That's it. End of the story. Then whoever relishes the going wins. So it just then becomes a totally sheer matka gambling sort of. Then no skill come into the play. So that's a main disadvantage. So sincere advice: try to stay away or bet very small amount just to keep yourself busy. Next week, pretty soon, Hyderabad and Pune will be opening, and those are good centers. This they have not spent money in repairing this track. The same shit by the bend. There are holes, big holes. You should have seen Trevor and I think it was Zarvan who went on to supervise after the jockeys refused to ride after the third race. There were huge holes and they put mud last minute and all nonsense. It doesn't quite work that way. They had to spend a lot of money. They had a lot of time to repair the track, but it's the same track. So, anyways, coming to the races, folks. Race number 1 is Class 5, a very big no-no for me as usual. Air Blast is a little decent old form, but 62.5 kilos and the big problem. Dallas Drifter gets a new trainer, Neil Devaney, and change of equipment on CNB, maybe a good place. There is a Phoenix Surprise, and there is Anne Boleyn who can race should be between those both. I would not bet first race just to see the timings and the going and how if the mud is flying and all that kind of stuff. The second race, folks, the Galilee Plate for 9 furlongs, 1800 meters race. Julio was my pick last time. He was little dry coated, but he's by Aquamarine. She was a long distance racehorse. He would love this extra 200 meters. Even his trainer is saying the same thing. If he's not too dry coated, then I would take a chance. The race is between him and Truth only. Truth was also coming on from behind and third with a horse called Mighty Zoe. That whole Mighty Zoe line has been very potent. Everybody behind him has been winning. So the race is strictly between Truth and Julio. Race number 3, folks, the Bourbon King Plate Division 2 for maiden 3 years old only, who have run at least thrice but not placed second, third, or fourth, even once ineligible. So there are many newcomers here, folks. So my sort of little bit of expertise lies in getting the babies with racing muscles and neck arched and that sort of thing. The Seventh Samurai is a well-bred horse by Western Aristocrat. Arjun Mangalorkar trains. And Honey Cake is a half-sister to a very nice horse, my favorite horse, Delphini of Kolkata. If she is anywhere 25% close to Delphini, she can win. Commanding Knight is another one who has the benefit of a run. He could be in the money, but this is strictly after the paddock. Race number 4, folks, the Southern Empire Plate, handicap for horses 22 45, class 4, 4 years and over. there is a horse called Lex Luthor. For some strange reasons, he gets bet down very heavily. So there, something in the horse must be there. Maybe today he can do it. I don't know. Then the horse I really like is a horse called Bruce Almighty. He has been running decently, shorter distance, 200 meters less to travel than last time. AK rides. Emma is a light-weighted horse. White Roses, Suleiman saying that blinkers would help. I would assume it would help. He's a very well-bred horse. Speaking of which, Rose is in bloom. Amita Mehra owns her. Could be there. There is a aircraft. Warren Singh also very confident that he should be right there. Anyways, the race should be between those. It's not a very bettable race as far as I'm concerned. Race number 5, folks. It's the AMC Gowda Memorial Trophy, second feature of the day. Horse called Rapidus, I bet also a strong fancy, but then Wordsmith messed up. Today less distance to travel, that would help 1200 meters. I think 7 was a little long for him. Then there is Pacey's very nice filly called Swift. Pacey on the record saying she had breathing infection, so it took time. But Pacey must have gotten all ready. Only disadvantage, no run. But she is a very nice filly. The race should be between Rapidus and Swift. With Michigan Melody for place, you can take a chance if it all depends. The race number 6, folks, the feature race of the day, the Maharaja's Gold Cup, Grade 3. A star is born, now running today for the first time in his right distance and with the right jockey. Suraj gets on the top. He should run a good race. King's Ransom, folks, did not look to me last time also the same King's Ransom as I'm used to seeing. Anyways, the 1800 meters was not his distance only. He kind of warms up only at 1800. Plus, the strategy, she don't win if she's close to the pace. She has to come from out of the blues when front end horses are tiring and she doesn't get tired. That's her style. That's when she has been winning. But they kept her quite, or she was maybe keen because of the long layoff. So there was a layoff, there was no run. The horses who won had the run, so you can't discount her, but at the same time, she is no certainty, so to speak. There are no certainties, folks. The game, the racing game is of probability, not certainty. I get very surprised and laugh when all these some punters 2000% guarantee, 5000% he'll be in the money. There is not even 10% guarantee of anything. The race, the pace, the jockeys, the going, the odds, the going, not going, too many permutation combinations, folks. There is a Third Avenue, the doctor's horse. I kind of fancy it strongly in place, bet also. She has improved a lot, otherwise she would not bring it from all the way from Kolkata. But now penalty. Firepower is the only one. The trainer is saying that he loves soft going. No other trainer says that. So if it rains, it would help. Maybe he can come in the money. One horse who I think can upset is all is Success. He was not ready. Vijay Singh was on the record saying last time, and it was not his distance also. And now Vijay Singh must have cranked her up. And this is a right distance. AK gets on the top. She could really surprise. And there is Mojito, who a lot of problems in that race, lots of problems. Otherwise, he would have been very close, or he would have been third. So maybe you can take a chance in a place rather than trying to find the winner in that race. Race number 7, folks, the Bourbon King Plate. 1200 meters for maiden 3 years old only. Again the same condition. Whoever run at least tries, not play second, third, fourth, once eligible. That's sort of the Asagiri gets that dreaded basket bit, so obviously the horse is little difficult to train. Instead of Ryan, the Yash Naredu, so obviously horse is on job. It could be very much the race is between two, three horses. Asagiri, Call Me, who's very well bred, and horse called Young Diane. Lakshman Singh trains. Yesterday also, as I told you, Lakshman Singh, very astute trainer. If he gives tips to his own coterie, 90% of the time he wins. So keep an eye on the betting odds trend for the Young Diane. All said and done, folks, Truth and that Julio, that race looks bettable than maybe the Maharaja's Cup success or Mojito for place, maybe a good bet. Other than that, folks, there is not one horse I can say with confidence because of the going, folks. It doesn't matter if it's fit in the paddock, but if it doesn't like the gooey stuff, they won't run. And of course, the biggest headache are a lot of mud flies, in Bangalore. So it gets, they don't put that eye shield also. They don't even put mud cakes also. I mean, all these are readily available equipment, but I don't know, these trainers don't seem to give a damn. They run the same equipment, whether it's a mushy track, a raining track, mud track. I mean, there are equipments. There are shoes to be changed. There are eye shields so that mud don't fly. I don't see any of these guys. Anyways, folks, thanks for watching. Gamble sensibly. If you have to go with family somewhere out for lunch or dinner, I would strongly advise you do that rather than wasting your money. Bye-bye. Take care.